All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me the truth. And a sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to you, Akim, across the four corners of the earth that are pushing this knowledge and truth and sincerity. It's the brother Barzar from the GMS Arizona camp with another quick lesson. And in this lesson, I want to cover the topic of brothers. We're in a time where we got to be intentional about every day. Intentional about every day. And so I want to start out this lesson in Galatians. I want to get this precept 6 and 9. Matter of fact, just go to the passage. Our brothers got to be intentional about every day, because as we getting closer to these last end time prophecies speeding up, the Lord has it that these days are flying by, and you can feel that the Lord has sped up the time. Why? For the elect's sake. And you know, with everything going on with the economy, with inflation, brothers is really, working and trying to, put some food on the table and take care of their responsibilities in the ministry. And it's getting harder and harder. Or it feels that there's less and less time to take care of these things. And that's why the things that are important to the spirit and to the ministry has to take precedence over everything else. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai always comes first. But in order for you to do the things that needs to be done in the spirit to keep the sheep fed, you got to prioritize. And you got to wake up and be intentional about every day. Because every single day we have things that we gotta add to the ministry and work we got to put forth for the body. All right. So in Galatians 6 and 9, it says, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So that's the point, man. Be not weary. We can't get tired, like it says in the NLT, of doing what is good. Because doing those things and putting forth those works is what building up treasures in heaven that we're going to be able to cash in on coming into these times of Jacob's trouble. When all hell is breaking loose, man. The elect, those that have served and spent the time serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, are going to do what? They're going to be merry and have abundance. While the wicked of our people, man, are going to be out here catching utter hell. And then that's when we're going to be thankful. Because really, putting our strength towards anything else, man, is really not going to benefit going into these times. What we putting forth in the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is what's going to benefit us in the long run and definitely in the latter end. So be not weary in well doing, man. Sometimes that video a day, when you look at your time, hey, facts is facts. Sometimes it can feel like a burden in a way. Where you trying to, because things happen, man. Brothers got families, brothers got jobs. Sometimes you got to work overtime. Things come up, and you feel like it's tough. You get home late and you're tired, and then you still know you got to put up a video, and it's a grind. It's part of the grind. Other times, it's like you get home, you do your video, but hey, you still got to find time to study. So all of these things could start to feel a bit burdensome, man. But hey, figure out what that thing is that brings you comfort and brings you pleasure in doing good works. And examine your day and your the way your day is lined up, man, and see where you can find that extra time and when you can add some more balance. Because it's there. You just got to look and you got to examine what the way that you laying out your day. Maybe you got to wake up an extra half hour early so you can read. You know, maybe you got to turn off that TV and sit down and read. Sacrifice watching that TV show, man, or playing that game, or going to chill with that chick. Because none of those things are going to profit us in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. So I'm going to run this back. Galatians 6:8. Because we got to be feeding the spirit. Brothers need to be fed, and the sheep need to be fed, man, and be built up as much as possible, because Jacob's trouble is right at the door. Galatians 6:8, it says, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap everlasting life. And let us be not weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And we're going to, Lord willing, we keep it up and we endure unto the end, be first fruits in the kingdom of heaven. You know, have protection in the time of Jacob's trouble. Be fed in the time of famine. You see, these are the things that we're fighting for. Like right now, I'm at the park with my son, and I typically don't do this. We're on a walk, and I just thought, hey, fire up the camera, because I was just thinking about how the rest of my day gonna go. I gotta get him home, gotta get him something to eat. I gotta get him in the bath, gotta lay him down, try to get him to bed, and that's a fight. Then after all that, then I gotta try to get some motivation for a video. You know, and sometimes by that point in the night, I ain't motivated. You know what I'm saying? The spirit ain't there. Because Elder Apostle Rambla always talk about strike while the iron's hot. And sometimes the spirit ain't there. So now I'm walking and talking and getting up a quick lesson, Lord willing, is edifying. So we got to continue to push and continue to fight and continue to give that diligence to what? Make our calling and election sure. Lord willing, y'all brothers, you know, the point is coming across. 2 Peter 2. 2 Peter 1:10, it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. You should never fall. Salakias. Let me run that back. 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. You see, that's the key. Diligence, the reading, the studying. And you just got to continue to do these things until the end. And we see that the end is near, is very close. So don't let that demon of doubt and the demon of weariness creep in. Not in this time, because the finish line is literally a step away. So we must keep fighting, and we must continue to endure to the end, man, so that we can receive that crown, man. You see, we want that crown. That's what we're fighting for. Never forget what we're fighting for and what we're doing this for. To be a part of the ruling government in the kingdom of heaven, which is an everlasting kingdom. Joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man, who inherited all things in the heaven and the earth. That's what we're fighting for, man. And we must keep fighting. So when you wake up, be intentional, man. Think about how you laying out your day. Because sometimes that weariness comes in, man, because you're doing too much. You're giving the world too much of your attention. And you need to redirect some of that time and attention to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Scripture talk about I single. And more so now than ever, we got to make sure that our eye is single. Matthew 6:22. And I'm going to close it out with this. It says, the light of the body is the eye. Therefore, thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. And the light is this truth. The light is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures. So if your eye is single, then your body is going to be full of light. It's going to be full of the truth. And this knowledge is what's going to get us salvation. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what's going to keep us stable in the time of Jacob's trouble, pursuant to Isaiah 33:6. So, brothers, examine yourselves. Think about how your day is laid out, and see where you can find more time to invest in the ministry. See where you can find it. These so-called white, these Edomites, man. Wow, these dudes about to fight. This shit crazy. But anyway, man, that's all I had in the spirit, man. We got to keep our eyes single. All right, and with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and peace to the hopeful elect. Till next time, shalom.